Hello and welcome to another episode of Tekkit Lite Crash Course. Apparently I don't quite understand the recording software I'm using and didn't actually save two episodes that I had recorded. Luckily they're all boring. Just me going down in this hole here, doing a little branch mining, finding some new ores. Specifically, let's see, where's my new stuff? Ferrous ore, copper ore, tin ore. All the stuff used in various mods in Tekkit Lite, so that'll all come in handy later. We also discussed barrels at a certain point. So basically barrels, if you just right-click on it with an item that's not in it, it'll show you what's in it. So cobblestone, get some Tekkit, redstone, click on an empty barrel. Whatever you're holding goes in the barrel. Left-click to get it out. You can get a stack out at a time or one at a time, either way you want to do it. So I'm going to drop my wood in there for now and get a little bit out. Just so I have something to work with later on. So, I guess we'll just go ahead and move along. Today, I'm going to try to use some of this nickelite, some silver, which I believe I've smelted or in my inventory somewhere. Ah, there it is. I'm going to get started with Blulectricity. Blulectricity is the energy source in Red Power 2, basically allowing you to smelt things more quickly without having to burn coal. You can also use it for the alloy furnace, which we have to make one of those to burn coal to get started. You have to actually make the alloy before you can use the alloy. Hey, Wolfie. But for now, I forget what I was going to do. Just do a little exploring, get some more, Did I hear an explosion? Do you guys hear an explosion? I don't know if I heard an explosion. Anyway, poke around for some seeds. I'm going to also try to get a garden started today. So a steady food supply. Let's see, and... okay, my waypoint has disappeared. Gotta love bugs. So now I don't remember quite where... ah, there it is. So, I'm just going to recreate the waypoint here. I'll carry on, starting a farm. Points, add. Number 1. Now, I could have goofed because Tekkit Lite did have an update, and I did check it out briefly just to see if it was compatible with the server. It's not, but they don't seem to have added a whole lot, so I've elected to not update just yet, so we're still in version 5.8.1, which was the prior dev build, and is still technically a dev build. It's not the recommended build just yet. But 0.5.9 makes me excited for 0.6. My friend Jay Anderson is on again. Let's see. Blulectricity. Ah, that's right. I need my bricks. Where do my bricks go? It's been 2 days since I recorded last, so if I seem lost, I am. So to make the oven, we need to make some alloys. So take your bricks, make an oven out of them. Get an alloy furnace. Plop the alloy furnace down. Get something to burn, like some of these oak saplings here. What we're starting with, need a bit of silver, need a bit of this stuff, use nickelite. This will burn, and as it burns, it'll create, as it goes, blue alloy ingots. Blue alloy ingots being the one of the primary ingredients in creating Blulectricity. So we'll just let that do its thing. How many extra wool in here? I should get some more wool. Let's see, got my shears, got my bucket. It's not quite dark yet, so take this moment to adjust my mic. Go find my sheepy friends. So I have my waypoint back. I think they were this way. Up towards the river, I remember that much. because we're also going to need some wool to make Blulectric cables. Blulectric cables being the primary method of transporting Bluetricity from one point to another. Where did they go? I hear them. Here's one. Got 2 out of him. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. A little uranium, a little close to the surface for uranium. I think it's a little deep for a sheep, isn't it? Alright, it's getting dark, so I'm going to head right back up. I should really start a sheep farm at some point. Again, don't mind the clicking. It's my excessively loud keyboard. I should deforest some of these trees. They're in the way. Let's see how far along this is. At some point I'm also going to need to grab some sand and charcoal. How close am I to a beach? Not terribly. But I need silicone bowls. Am I armored? I'm armored. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go out, I'm going to get some sand, root up some charcoal in the alloy furnace, make some silicone bowls. Excuse me, Mr. Zombie. I'm on a mission, going the wrong direction. And I'm really hungry, too. Just want some sand. I think something like 8 or so sand and 8 coal or charcoal gives you a single silicone bowl. A silicone bowl can be cut with a diamond handsaw. That's why I haven't converted my diamonds into anything yet, because of the handsaw. I need that to make silicone wafers. Silicone wafers I use to make blue dope wafers. Blue dope wafers I use for Bluetricity stuff, like solar panels. Hey, sheepy. I need some of your wool in a minute. Stick around. Let's see what I got. I got 10. I grab a few more for the road. Let's see, switch to shears, grab some additional wool. Later on with diamonds, we're going to make a tool called a diamond, well, 2 tools. One's a diamond draw plate, the other is a wool card. With the wool card, you can turn wool back into string, and then you can make string into wool. You can do it the other way around, thanks to Tekkit Lite. Save that nickelite, take some of that, throw that in there. Take some of this charcoal. Put those guys together, make some silicone bowls. So to make said thingamabob, gonna need 2 diamonds. We need 2 bits of iron. I'll take 2 of these for demonstration as well. Let's see. Nope, not the wool. I want the wood. Obviously, to make a handsaw, 3 across the top, you always need 2 iron here. Then either you can use gems, you can use 2 more iron, or you can use diamonds. Diamond being the highest grade of handsaw. Handsaws, in addition to being used for cutting silicone bowls, like this bowl here, can also be used to cut blocks into what are called microblocks. Microblocks make for some very exciting building possibilities, like, you know, not wasting so much wood on steps. It's kind of a waste to use wood on steps. 6 wood, 4 steps. Wasted my time. However, With the handsaw, you can just cut it into little slab strips, and the slab strips, well, we'll get more into that later. In the meantime, I'm going to take my nickelite. I'm going to take some of my silicone wafers. I'm going to make some blue doped wafers and turn those into solar panels. Now, I forget exactly how solar panels are made. Make sure that's in the recipe mode. I'm going to use not enough items here to just search for solar. So for a solar panel, I need 8 blue doped wafers and a bit of blue alloy. Gives me a solar panel. I'm also going to need 6 wool, which I do have. Basically, I'm just going to poke a hole in my roof, put up a solar panel, run a bit of cabling down here, make some Blulectricity powered thingamabobs and whizzy majigs. So it's still doing its thing. I might need some more of this. Put that in there. Probably have to go mining again at some point. I try to do some of that stuff off camera because that's, I guess, boring very quickly. So let's see. We'll throw some of this stuff up in here. Don't need the sapphires right now. The seeds I'm going to get to in the morning. The flax seeds, I'm going to show you what to do with those. That actually creates a new type of plant called flax, which, once broken, gives you string, so another additional source of string. And with string, we make a handy-dandy item called a canvas bag. You can use canvas for other things too. We'll get into those later, including creating Blulectricity, which is neat. Make some really cool-looking windmills. Let's see. Yeah, we'll get rid of this other stuff. We don't need zombie flesh. We'll need that. Okay, I'm going to hold on to the rest of this. Those I'm going to need. I'm hungry. Move this down here. Keep making charcoal. I was saying you can use coal or charcoal to make those silicone bowls. Bowls? Bowls? I don't know how to pronounce that. So yeah, just do that and that. And da-da-da! Solar panel. I'm also going to have to make some batteries. Batteries, another very important thing. Because with batteries, you make a bat box. Bat box? Battery box. It's this thing. Battery box. Don't mind the noise behind me. So we need 3 tin, need some blue alloy, and Jay Anderson has stopped in for a visit. May I help you, sir? Let's see. How's the battery made again? As about none of you hit this little button here, and poof! Shows up in your crafting table. So I'm going to need some of these batteries. I need to learn how to make those batteries too. So I need copper, tin, a bunch of nickelite. Which means I'm going to need to get more copper. Alright, and we are back once again. Did a little caving, found sufficient quantity of copper ore, plus some extras for later use. So, once this stuff gets smelted up, we'll get to work on those batteries. Those batteries we'll use for the red power, Blulectricity battery box. Talking, yes, good do I. Alright, so poke a hole in the roof here. While it's doing its thing, I'm going to go plant this here solar panel. Solar panels you can just place anywhere. You can say take a part of a block. And then once those batteries are produced, we'll make the battery box, plop it right in this little hole here. And from there we'll run wires from here to the box. And then internally, in my little hidey hole, get a Blulectric furnace, Blulectric alloy furnace, maybe some other Blulectricity goodies. I know my original intention was to enslave a village, however, that's been postponed due to my desire to have sufficient materials to do so. 4 BT batteries. Also need, what do I need? Iron. Iron, blue alloy, and wood. I have wood. I have blue alloy. You got some iron. Batteries. I got my battery box. Now, with some of the mods, you have to place the things like battery boxes in a very specific way in order to get the power out of them. However, with Blulectric, it's a lot more flexible. You can just place it and then run wires in and out of it any way you darn well please. So I'm only going to need 3 of those. Actually, I have 6 wool. Good blue alloy wire. Alright, I think it's connected. Find out. Because if it is, this should be charging. It is not connected. Okay, I have connected it incorrectly. There it goes. Okay, yeah, with the wire, the red power wires, including Blulectric wire and the red alloy wire we'll get into a little bit later. Basically, you can run it up around walls, you can run it up ceilings. It's really cool. Okay, so what redstone was supposed to be. Why are you no charge? That might be why. There it goes. Got a little bit of a trickle there. So yeah, over time that will fill. Let's see, add some extra bowls. Yes, I do. Should have some more in the alloy furnace. Needs more coal. Sock away the rest of this coal in my coal thing. Nickelate for a while. I am going to need more clay and bricks. So I'm going to run to the river, gather some of those. Be right back. Once we get those things produced, that'll probably be an episode. So I will see you there. Alright, got enough clay balls now to go ahead and make a Blulectric furnace. Allow us to cook things without having to burn things under them. It'll just use the Blulectricity stored in the battery box there. I'm going to back this out a little bit more. And I've gone and broken it, because I'm awesome. Oh, how is this wired? Last in damnation. The wires run. Go ahead and make our furnace. To do that, we need clay blocks. Need more iron. in there. We're going to need some blue alloy, which I have. Grab that iron. Alright. Iron. Clay. Let's try this again. Blue alloy. Iron. And clay. Voila. Blulectric furnace. Take that guy, plop it anywhere where it'll connect to the Blulectric system, like there. I'll knock the extra wires out since they're not needed at the moment. And you can see it's starting to fill up his little battery from what's in the battery box here. And we take anything that we need to smelt. Like, say we want to find something useful to smelt. Say we want to smelt this one silver ore. Instead of dropping some fuel into it, watching it all burn. Throw that in the Blulectric furnace. And I'm guessing it doesn't have enough charge. We'll wait till morning. See if we can get that to go. And there we go. So just let it reach a critical mass, then we can put the item in to be smelted. It's a lot more efficient than using fuel because you're not wasting any fuel on this. Everything's all natural. It's renewable, which is always important. And there we go. 1 silver ingot. So we'll be using that more often to smelt some of our things instead of relying on old-fashioned furnaces. Might even knock these down at some point. And again, once we have sufficient materials, we're going to go take over that town, make ourselves a nice little home, and a tower to our greatness. So until next time, good night. I just realized I forgot to check things off on my checklist. So go and fire that guy up. Find what we've done today. It's going to be red power. So we made a solar panel. We made a Blulectric device. I'll make a couple more of those before I check that off. We did make a battery box. Haven't worked on any of those yet. No, we did find gems. We'll mark that off. Did make an alloy furnace. We'll work with micro blocks more later, especially when we start building interesting things. I think that's it for now. Alright, and good night.